Hello, listeners. Episode 20 of our talk. In our last episode, I promised to do an episode about expressionism. However, last week has brought me so much information and knowledge and experience that is important for us as artists that I decided to skip that topic. As artists, whether visual art, music, writers, or any form of art, we were often not really supported by our parents, simply because they were also taught that art is not something you can make a living from. I battled that for years. I make a living from my art, however, it is not the easiest path I chose. I know I'm not the only artist, and I know many can only be full-time because they have either a spouse that earns the income, or they work part-time or even full-time. Question is why some go wild and others keep struggling, or it is not easy to get that place where they want to be. Some think that's your talent. Not true. And I will come back to that. It's simply called blueprint that was instilled in many from a young age. Even if you do the work, you kind of succeed. That blueprint runs on the background and will always keep you from being the successful art entrepreneur you want to be. So today, 3 points that you can use to start to change: blueprint, mindset, and inner work. Blueprints can be reprogrammed. And although it's not easy, you can do it by using tapping or declarations daily or combine it. You probably know all about affirmations, but here is the thing. Affirmations suggest that it is already done. Affirmations are like praying, but it doesn't change anything because that little voice deep down will tell you it is BS. Declarations, however, set a strong intention. You can change your blueprint by setting the strong intention. And you do it on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. And then take the actions accordingly, because you can declare daily, not taking the action will not change it. Small actions, as in small habits that you stack upon each other. How can you do that? Well, first be aware of the blueprint you are running and write that down. Then understand the impact of it and write the opposites. How can you use those declarations? Well, you can use them as declarations itself. And I would say, go in the mirror, look in the mirror, look in your eyes. Very important. Do the tapping or do both in front of the mirror. But a blueprint is not the only thing that withholds artists to become thriving art entrepreneurs. Yes, I know that entrepreneurship is not what is taught at art schools, art academies, etc. Artists often still rely on galleries, hoping they will take that responsibility. Well, artists, wake up call here. Galleries do not sell your art unless you are there yourself to talk with potential buyers, or if they have a so-called well-known artist who gives them a good return in their investment. Galleries ask a fee to hang there, want a steep royalty when the painting has been sold, and give a discount that the artist also needs to pay. But a very important issue next to the blueprint is the mindset. And I hear you saying, mindset? There's nothing wrong with my mindset. But here's the thing. Did you know that you can have a fixed mindset or growth mindset? Both have huge implications for you as an artist and your art business. I read a wonderful book by Dr. Carol S. Dweck called Mindset. For me, a page turner, because everything I read made so much sense as to why some parts of my business had friction and others not. Do you know that those teachers on the academy or art school who demotivated you and told you you would never make it, more likely have a very fixed mindset. And yes, because it became very apparent that with the right motivation and the action you take, you can learn it. Is art something that is only for the very talented ones? Not really. Talent is so much overrated. Yes, you can have the ability to draw or paint more easy than others. It doesn't mean you can't learn it, because in the end, everything you do needs effort. A growth mindset sees it as a good challenge. A fixed mindset will turn away or not even come there. For instance, self-portraits. As you all know, I'm a portrait artist. A painter, not so much a drawer. So I challenged myself to do a daily self-portrait drawing in front of the mirror with pencil. Guess what? Soon the pencil started to communicate with me. Now I can continue with red chalk. Another challenge. And that is also going better. That is what a growth mindset does. That's how you become better and continue to grow. Our brains need a challenge. So I set my skill set higher and higher. Many do not even go there because they think they can't do live portraits or portraits at all. I know you can, and I can teach you. And I could do it quick too. Yes, that's right. Feel a little shift already? Now, you will think, yeah, but you have a growth mindset. Yes and no. We all have both. We need to recognize where the challenge is. So last week, I got that light bulb moment whilst in a program, Tame Your Brain, Trinity, by Dr. Libby Kamkaram. And I'm still in it, by the way. It was the universe who guided me towards this program, and it is worth everything I have. Within a week, she was able to change much of my belief system. And even though I need to do the work, she handed me the tools on a silver platter. She built that course in a way that it stacks the positive upon the positive, the way we tend to stack the negative upon the negative when it comes to our belief system. Subconsciously, we will prove ourselves. So, as you know, portraits are not my problem. However, my fixed mindset came when I was convinced I had a brilliant course, talked with 25 people who were really enthusiastic, and then only one decided to enroll. There, a growth mindset would have asked herself, hey, what happened? What did I do wrong and how can I address that? Instead, I bowed my head, felt frustrated, left it, and felt failed. Yes, really, I left it. It was a light bulb moment that made me aware that right there I was running a fixed mindset. The most important lesson I learned from this is to be aware when fixed mindset kicks in and change it by telling yourself it's a brilliant opportunity to grow. Sit still. Simply ask the universe to give insights how to solve it. Do the work, practice, start over, and as one of my favorite writers once wrote, ever failed? Fail harder, fail better. The best mindsets you often find with sports people. Tiger Woods, best golf player in the world, does not call himself a professional. He finds himself an amateur because there is still so much to learn. He keeps practicing. Many times I hear that people have not painted or practiced for months on end because, marketing takes so much time. I hear you. I started to fall into that trap. But there is a solution for everything. Back to Woods. He practiced 5 hours a day on top of all the competitions. Musicians, and I am one, study those hours on top of the concerts and the teaching. And I remember that. I did that. I do that now with art. It's the inspired effort and the willingness to keep growing that makes us great artists. Not motivation, that wears off. Inspiration. And the third point is kind of what combines the first two. You can't grow on the outside if you do not grow on the inside. So it starts with you. Practice your art? Yes, always. Do marketing? Yes, always. But if you do not do the inner work, your art business will not grow the way you like it. It is, again, simple, but not easy. It all starts with the seed that grows a plant into a beautiful tree that will give us the fruits. So the seed, and the seed is you. That seed is also where you touch upon your true purpose. And no matter what your purpose is, we are here to serve. Yep, we are here to touch the hearts of other people. But here's the thing. Someone said to me once, a mother can't give more love to her child than she has for herself. Bingo, that's one that already starts our blueprint. And as I learned before, that starts already in the last stages of the pregnancy, and it's called epigenetics. No worries, that also can be changed. But if you get my drift, it all starts with you. There, your journey as artist starts. A good role model for me in this is artist Kelly Volson. I did an interview with her, who is thriving and has done and still does the work. The inner work we do is what we will see in the outer world. And she shows that, and I model that. So what did we cover today? I started with blueprints that run our lives as artists. The infamous, you can't live from your art, or you can't make money with your art. If you do not reprogram this, you will keep sabotaging yourself to prove it, no matter what you do. Second was the mindset. The two mindsets we all have are growth mindset and fixed mindset. I'm seen as someone with a huge growth mindset, but bam, I was also confronted with a fixed mindset one. Support in that direction can help, certainly. Teachers and professors who are supposed to teach us the skills of art can have truly fixed mindsets and demotivate the students. Some will push through that, as my artist friend Jo Marie, who was told repeatedly that she couldn't make it and that she wouldn't make it. Well, I can assure you she has made it. Or my best friend Elizabeth Amizou, who I did an interview to. She was the first one, I did an interview with, who was told by her professor that her book sucked and should be taken down from Amazon. This is the most hardworking and talented writer I know. Has she stopped writing? Hell no. She was discouraged, felt alone, took them off for a while, but hell did she come back. Keeps writing and published her first academic book on Michael Jackson, published by an academic publisher. Growth mindset by keep honing your skills as well as detecting where you have a fixed one and shift it. The last one is probably the most important one. That is the blueprint and the mindset fall into it. But in short, you have to start within yourself. Grow from the inside to the outside. See the seed you are growing into a beautiful tree that will have fruits hanging ripened at the end. And with this ripened fruit, we end this episode. And next week, I will tell you more about portraits and assure you that I know you can draw, paint, and I can teach you that. Wishing you a lovely week, and bye.